Austin, we really are experiencing an increase in rents.
Rent.com released a look into the average rent price trends across the country for January. According to the report, Austin is one of the top 10 cities to have one of the largest rent increases for a one-bedroom apartment last month, ranking in at number 5 with a 45.1% increase.
I had a customer today that I just worked with, and his rent was going up about $380. He's currently living downtown. That would be about 18%, 18 to 20% of what his current rate is. I had another customer that I worked with, his rent is $1,000, and his apartment community is going up to close to $1,600. So almost a 50% increase, which is very, very high.
Natalie Young is a licensed real estate agent and a manager for A-Plus apartment locators in Austin. She says rent increases are being seen all across the area, especially in some of the more affordable apartments. And part of the reason has to do with the pandemic.
At the start of the pandemic, really up until about mid last year, we saw really good rates in Austin. I think part of the sticker shock is that people got such low rates back then that now when they're seeing the $400, $500, $600 increases, it's because their rate was lower than the market normally is.
The renting market is also seeing a spike just like the housing market. Young says people moving to Austin that would normally buy a house are now turning towards renting.
People who relocate here who might normally purchase a home, they're making multiple offers. They're not getting the homes, and that's pushing people into the rental market that might not normally be here.
Young says the area is not rent controlled, so landlords can bump up the rent as much as they please. But she says that does not mean you as a consumer can't do anything to try to change that.
Try to negotiate with the office to always see if that is the best rate that they can get for you. The other thing is when you are out looking and you're out looking for an apartment, if you're that type of person who's like, yeah, I'll just try out 6 months and see if I like it. Now is not the time to try it out. You should always lock in your rate, honestly, for the longest lease that you can, 12 months, 15 months, 18 months.